even get to cross.
Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Andrew from NoobKill213 coming back to you guys with another video. And we have...
Finally, I'm back on the channel, guys. Nick from NoobKill. If you guys haven't checked out my other channel, I haven't been on the channel for a while. Happy to be back to do this discussion video today, talking about some big things. Let's get Andrew started all off and talk about what we're going to be talking about.
So, of course, you guys already know from the title, this is actually a discussion video. And, of course, we have Nick here. We're going to be discussing about Kevin Durant's decision of his free agency signing with the Golden State Warriors. So, we're going to start it off. I'm going to ask Nick a couple questions here, and let's hear what he has to say about Kevin Durant's decision. So I got some questions here on my phone. Do you think Kevin Durant should have left Oklahoma City?
Absolutely not. The man's been there since he got drafted by the Seattle Supersonics, played there for 9 years. He's on a championship team contender. And him and Westbrook, that duo, Harden did leave and they just traded off Ibaka, but still, they got Victor Oladipo out of that Ibaka trade, and that team is just looking better and better. And for him to leave and go to the team that he lost against, that was just a no-no. What is your take on that?
I totally agree with what you just said. Everything up to that point, Oklahoma City had it in their hands pretty much.
They choked. They choked like crazy.
They choked. They were in the Western Conference Finals versus Golden State Warriors. They were up 3-1 and they just lost. They had 48 minutes left to win the Western Conference Finals, and what Kevin Durant and Westbrook did, they just didn't make a team out of what they had.
Nope.
So I feel, in my opinion, I agree with Nick, like he shouldn't have left Oklahoma City just because that, you know, he had a championship team, right? He had everything in his hands, you know, they were getting players. Serge Ibaka was a key factor in their
But
roster.
he's been on decline for like 2 years now. He hasn't been the same Serge Ibaka that he has been in the past couple of years. Yeah, so that was a smart trade they did. Got Victor Oladipo and Ilyasova as well. That was not a bad trade. That was a big win for OKC. But for him to just come up and leave and go to Golden State, that was just no, man. But
yeah. Also, I just want to add one thing. I just want to ask: do you think that, you know, OKC was in the direction of building a better team than it was previously?
I think so.
If they kept Kevin Durant?
I think so. If they had that, look, they just picked up Victor Oladipo.
Yeah.
A lot of more free agents, probably they could have picked up somebody in the free agency. But seeing how it is played out now, OKC, they just went from being 7-1 of winning the odds on June 20th and July 7th. They went from 7-1 to 30-1 odds to winning the finals, man. So that is just ridiculous that he left. You had 7-1 odds. That's still a really great chance. And just doing those moves, that's just crazy.
Yeah. All right. So the next question we have for Nick here: out of the couple teams that you've heard rumors that Kevin Durant was going to go to, like Boston Celtics, Miami Heat, obviously Golden State Warriors, the Spurs. Which team out of those discussions do you think Durant should have actually signed with?
I think he just should have stayed. Honestly, personally, if he should have just stayed, it would have helped his legacy. Now that he went to this team, his legacy is kind of like tarnished now, seeing all this stuff. But if you're really chasing a ring, if you really want to get the ring, yes, Golden State might be a really good option, but the second best option, if you're chasing a ring and it wouldn't tarnish your, I guess, image as much, would be going to the Spurs. The Spurs still have a really great roster. Yes, people are kind of old there. Tim Duncan was questionable of coming back, and after he heard that Durant is not signing back with the Spurs, he's now leaning on retirement. But honestly, if he was chasing a ring, you could have tried a year or two in San Antonio. Him and Kawhi Leonard, that would have been unbelievable. But him going to the team that he had a 3-1 lead, and they choked, and they beat them, and they didn't even win the championship. And just doing that move, that is just weak. That is really, really weak.
Yeah, I totally agree. I agree with the Spurs, but I think if he made a move to like Boston Celtics,
Boston would have been good. They've been doing the big movements during this offseason as well.
Or even a team that doesn't have a specific leader. For example, like Boston Celtics was probably a really good move for Durant to actually showcase how elite he is as a player and to prove himself to be one of the greatest players of all time and create a bigger legacy. And plus, Boston Celtics is one of the legendary teams. Like, everyone wants to see Boston and Lakers back into, like, the finals, for example, right? So if you have Durant as the face of the franchise, then it would be no question that Durant is one of the top greatest players. But since he made the move to just, cop out and just go to Golden State, I totally don't agree. And it's just, yeah, you're right, a really weak move by Kevin Durant, and he just pulled off a really bad move, in my opinion. So, anyways, next question here we have, do you think Kevin Durant's decision was equivalent or worse than LeBron James' decision back when he left the Cleveland Cavaliers to go to the South Beach?
So, I'm a big LeBron fan, as you guys know, so my little bias may come in here, but a lot of people have talked about this. Like, LeBron James, Chris Bosh, and D-Wade, they all ganged up, and in 2010, they went down to South Beach to make that amazing team. They did lose in their first year, but they did take 2 out of 4 rings that they could have won, and that was a really big decision. That blew up the NBA league like crazy, having that I guess big three in that team, and a lot of people criticize LeBron. Why did you leave Why did you leave Cleveland? You did all this. But if you think about it, yeah, Wade, Bosh, and LeBron, they were all on playoff contenders. They weren't all finals or championship contenders. They weren't there. Look at the Miami Heat. I believe in that 2009 season, they went into the playoffs, but they got kicked out in either the first or second round, I believe. So they didn't even make it to the conference finals. So he's going to that team, and nobody on Cleveland was great. It was just LeBron, and he just kept going back to the playoffs and losing. Going back to the playoffs and losing again. And that was just a lot to take. So yeah, it was a terrible and sad, I guess, big tarnish on LeBron James's name for leaving the Cleveland Cavaliers that year. But for Durant to leave a championship contender really breaks down everything. And then finally, this is not just like the Miami Heat. Like I just said, they got to the playoffs and they got kicked out in like a couple first, second round. This is the 73 record-breaking Golden State Warriors with the unanimous MVP Stephen Curry. So for him to get up and leave a really great team with Russell Westbrook, one of the top 5 players in the whole league, to leave that team and they're building their team still. For him to leave that and go to the other team that beat them, that is just sad. That I feel is a lot weaker and a lot more like worse than LeBron's decision to go to the South Beach and play in Miami.
Yeah, I totally agree. Again, with Nick's decision here. LeBron James, he made a wrong move to go to South Beach, but in my opinion, and I believe Nick's opinion too, it was actually the right decision because it just started a whole new conversation about elite teams now. You have the big three, and now Kevin Durant's trying to, hop on that bandwagon, try to make his legacy to think that it's the exact same as what LeBron did. But it's totally different because, like Nick said, they were the 73-9 record team that actually beat out the 96 Bulls in that record, but they fell short in the finals. But with Miami Heat, they didn't have that loss and that elite team already previously to when LeBron actually wanted to sign, right?
Exactly.
So he just created a whole new atmosphere, and LeBron made a new image for himself, negative but positive at the same time, because look at the outcome now for LeBron did for his.
He went back to Cleveland.
That's right.
And won a championship. I don't see Durant ever going back to OKC.
Yeah, I don't think so either. And if he did, I don't know, like, how LeBron said that, now he has the blueprint to go back to Cleveland Cavaliers, and now he knows how to win a championship, and he actually fulfilled his promise. So with that being said, he didn't have anything. He didn't have anything back before he went to South Beach in Cleveland, but now that he has the puzzle pieces, and he's the top leader, and he is the best player in the world, hands down, he has all the puzzle pieces in place. So there you go. He is the champion. He is the elite player that everyone needs. But Durant, he's going totally the opposite direction, and he thinks just by going onto this team, it's kind of similar, but at the same time, you have every single player on that team.
He didn't want to pull a LeBron, but he's basically doing a LeBron, but worse. He wrote a letter saying to his fans that this is his new home and all this stuff, and like he thanks Oklahoma for what they've done for him, but he basically just slapped it all in the face. Like, just 9 years gone. And that was crazy. He even tweeted back in 2010 about everybody joining back when the big three were on the Heat and everyone was trying to go to the Lakers with Kobe, Nash, Dwight Howard, and possibly Chris Paul, but that trade got rejected. But he tweeted out, everybody's trying to get on the Heat or Lakers. What happened to going back to being competitive? Let's get at these people. And he tweeted that. He also tweeted back when he was a free agent before that he's going to play on OKC for the rest of his career. Obviously now, you know, those were both lies. So you don't really know what to take from this. So I'm just excited. I don't know how much NBA I'm going to watch this season. I just can't wait for the NFL season to start back up, guys, because honestly, I love that Golden State. I'm not a big Golden State fan. I really love LeBron. I was so happy that he won the championship this year. And I was just like pretty happy. And now that they did all these moves, I'm like, dude, the NBA is just crazy. And everybody's making those jokes. If you use Golden State on 2K17 in my house, you're getting kicked out as soon as possible. Like, it's true, man. You think about it, you got Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant, Iguodala coming off the bench. They did release Harrison Barnes. They're trading away Andrew Bogut, but still, those guys right there, that is insane. They just signed David West. Livingston's getting his player option agreed on. Man, it is crazy how much power and how much like all-stars they have on that team. All-stars and superstars. They had the last 3 MVPs on that team.
Yeah, it's just nuts. It's a powerhouse where now that you know about this team, you kind of just want to watch this team fall. Like you kind of just want to watch, like the NBA now is all about powerhouse teams, and I feel like it started with Miami. Actually, no, it started off with the Celtics back when Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, and Ray Allen, they have all their big 3. But you know what? It was just 3 guys. Now it's like 5 or 6, 7 players. Like their whole bench is like pretty stacked. And now it's just
really
a totally
deep bench.
different. Yeah.
Mike Brown is the assistant coach because Luke Walton, I believe, is the head coach of the Lakers now. But it is insane. Like, you might make the comparison and say this is not as big as what LeBron has done because he took Bosh, Wade, and himself, all 3 superstars. And then even going back to Cleveland, he already had Kyrie there, but he went ahead and traded the first overall pick, Andrew Wiggins, who was a Torontonian. But yeah, he traded him for Kevin Love for him to play in Cleveland. And you might say, like, he is like... He goes and it's more bought, not built. And you can say that, yeah, Golden State was built. They drafted Curry. They got Iguodala in their free. They got him, and I don't know if it was a trade or a free agency, but he ended up in Golden State. Klay Thompson was there as well. All these pieces were there, but for Durant to go ahead and walk up and leave like that, that's what we're trying to say is the worst part.
Yeah. Just one last question. And this is kind of like to switch and shift sides here. But what do you think if Kevin Durant actually signed with the Cleveland Cavaliers now? Do you think it would have been the same situation? Or do you think it would have been a better situation for how Kevin Durant wanted to get a championship?
Honestly, that's a tough question. It would be cool because I would like to see that because LeBron might possibly get another ring. But at the same time, it's the exact same thing. You're going to the championship team. You're going to the elite of the elite. You're playing with the creme of the crop. LeBron James, one of the best players in the world. Kyrie's had an amazing playoff run. Yep. Kevin Love, he's questionable. He's been a little shaky. But still, that team looks very strong. And you don't never know. D-Wade might be signing with the Cavaliers now. But that might have not happened if Durant came to Cleveland. But that being said, it's the same thing. You tarnish... because you're just chasing that ring, and you had what you guys gotta consider is that you guys are thinking he's thinking he wants to win the ring now. He wants to chase this ring, but honestly, he could have got that ring with OKC. He could have honestly got to the ring with OKC. Yes, he lost in 2012, I believe, 2012 against the Miami Heat, and that was the only time he's been in the finals, and they got lost 4-1 in that series. But honestly, and then he kept losing to Golden State, the Spurs, and all this other stuff. But honestly, that team is still a young team at the end of the day. You just got Victor Oladipo, who has actually been amazing for the Orlando Magic. And I'm so shocked they traded him away. Ilyasova is not as good as he was on the Bucks. But still, Russell Westbrook, you cannot guard that guy. That guy is insane. Curry got eaten alive by Russell Westbrook. It's just that, just look at this. The Golden State Warriors, everybody said Curry's the best player, but he got exposed throughout the last finals, the finals especially, and also the Western Conference Finals, because Kyrie just went at him, and that's what happened on the last shot. But Westbrook went at this guy every single play. There was one of the, I forget his, one of the sports talk show hosts. Once his shot fades, he's like 6-something, and he's just a skinny dude, 180 pounds. He doesn't offer too much. Yeah, he might steal the ball a couple times, but still, Westbrook is, I say, better than Curry. Curry has some unbelievable shooting. He shoots these crazy shots, scores a lot of points as well. But Westbrook is getting triple doubles off night after night. He had like 30 or 40 couple games with triple doubles. That is unbelievable.
It's crazy.
Like, you cannot contain that guy, and that is unbelievable. You left him, and that was supposed to be your brotherhood. Yeah, you guys lost Harden, then you lost Ibaka, but then you go ahead and ditch your boy.
That's right.
That is already sad.
It's because Westbrook has that athleticism, and also he took over that team. He did take over that team. It's now Russell Westbrook's team. People were debating whether it was Durant's team or Westbrook's team. In my opinion, Westbrook earned it.
He did.
He earned it. Plain and simple, hands down.
Yeah, and both of them got injured.
Yeah.
Westbrook played in more games than Durant. Durant broke his foot a couple times, I think.
Yeah.
But honestly, if he's so mad that he got outshined by Westbrook,
that's right.
You're going to the Golden State Warriors that everybody shoots threes. You can get outshined by Draymond Green in the paint. You can get outshined by Steph Curry, and then of course the other splash builders, Klay Thompson.
Yeah.
And those guys right now, they're saying you don't have to change your game at all. Curry said, "I don't care if you outshine me, if you sell more shoes than me." That's what they want us. That's what they're saying to get you there. Once they got you there, man,
it's a totally different story.
It's to win. Whoever wins the game, man. Whoever wins the game, that's what it comes down to. And if they're shooting lights out, they're gonna outshine you, man. This is the Golden State Warriors, 73-9.
That's right.
This team now, I don't think they're gonna lose that. They're breaking that record for sure because Durant can shoot threes. Everybody can shoot threes, man. But honestly, pretty weak move that Durant did this season. But yeah, that is just sad.
But I think that, Durant said before when he was with Westbrook, if it came down to the last shot, he wouldn't care who took that shot.
Exactly.
Whether Westbrook or him or anybody else on that team, whatever got you the win, right? Mm-hmm. The W. Everyone wants the W. Everyone wants the win. He left just because of Westbrook outshining him, and it was just the chemistry wasn't there. That's what he felt, I believe. And I some Sportsnet articles I've read said that their chemistry wasn't there, and it's starting to decline of how OKC is pursuing their teams. And also, I just feel like, how can you say anybody can take the last shot, when you go to Golden State Warriors and 5 or 6 guys can take that one shot? Yeah, you get the W, but really, do you feel like an elite player when you have everybody else on that team doing the same work as you, or make it even harder?
You might say that he's not as getting along with Westbrook as much as he used to, I guess.
Yeah.
It's because Westbrook has grown. You've seen his games improve so much, and he has that killer instinct in him now.
Yep.
And he has that, I guess, swagger when he plays his game. When I think it was Jeremy Lamb would give him a high five for a free throw. He went up and was like, "Give me my high five." That's that killer instinct. Kevin Durant does not have that killer instinct no more. He doesn't. Honestly,
it's true. I don't. To be honest, I never thought he really had that killer instinct to win. I thought he wanted more of kind of like a showboat kind of thing, like to get the points, to get the triple doubles, and to get maybe 1 or 2 couple wins, like the last shots. And if he does get those wins, then that's great for him. But to be honest, Westbrook was very consistent from the last couple seasons. Westbrook has only increased, has only made himself a better player. Whereas Durant, he kind of stayed the same, right? There was the only time when Durant was really at his peak, and to show that he was an elite player, was when Westbrook was injured, and he got a really bad injury. He was out for a lot of the games, and Durant stepped up. He said, "You know what? This is my opportunity to shine, and this is my opportunity to show that this is still my team." Mm-hmm. Correct? But Durant did that, but then when Westbrook came back, he just gave it right back to him.
Exactly.
He said, "You know what? Here, take it. you can go with it and you can get us there. You can get us to the Western Conference Finals or playoffs or whatever. But at the same time, that was Kevin Durant's decision. He could have stayed that elite player and took on that role. But like I said, you never know what happens off the court as well. So their relationship that way. So anyways, do you have anything else to say?
No, but yeah, guys, that was our little rebuttal and our little discussion about the Kevin Durant decision about going to the Golden State Warriors. Pretty insane type of news. Like I said, I can't wait for football season. Yeah, tell us, guys, in the comment section below, what is your guys' take on about the decision that Kevin Durant has done. But yeah, I'll let Andrew finish off and do the outro here.
Thank you guys for watching. We appreciate it, of course. Follow us on social media at SneakerOdds023 on Twitter and Instagram. We'll post it somewhere here. And yeah, we had a lot of fun doing this. So we'll probably come up with more discussion videos later on. But yeah, till next time, guys. And we'll catch you guys soon. Peace!